Shalom Israel. We're the Isupk start off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we teach blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Start off 1969 under commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. Any other group for that matter. If you're not an Isupk, then you're not under the truth. Get a flyer, man, in camp. Go online, www.isupk.com, Facebook, in your chat, or YouTube. Ofc CHAAZAQ SHAPAR, teaching the Lashawan Kodash class here Friday night in Greenville, South Carolina. I'm going to teach a class tonight, forming the sounds of Hebrew. A lot of people are learning, and we're glad we have any people in the chat that checking in.
Got CHAAZAQ and Marcus.
And Marcus, right. Sure, I put get your name. If you don't have your name yet in Hebrew name, one of our benefits we give through the Isupk Lashawan Kodash class and all classes that you join, of course, after 6 months you're eligible for your Hebrew name, man. And that's why I tell people, make sure you check in the class. Officer Shar has in the chat a log so you can put your name in. Click on that and put your name so you get your Hebrew name. That's one of the benefits we have in the class. So, and we teach the Assyrian Hebrew and we teach the ancient Hebrew, and it sort of sounds, like a Abagada Hawa Zaka Tayakala Manasa I Patazakwara Shata. And of course, the first line, if you guys don't have a chart like that, get you a chart, and that way it'll make it a lot easier for you, because you have to learn, just like you learn in this heathen language, man, over here in heathen America, under the heathen people. We have to learn their A, B, C, D, F, G stuff. So that's what I'm saying, we're going to learn our Hebrew characters, man, and this is a good way to learn them, by getting into class, checking in, so you can learn how to read the Hebrew language, so you can communicate. That way you can understand when you read the Tanakh and you read the Bible, you'll understand some of these things that you see have words that explain, the Strong's exhaustive sometimes explain a lot of words, but if you can read the Hebrew, you're doing what the Strong's does in most part. You're understanding those words, then you can look them up. You can form the word yourself and then look it up. That's the whole point of Hebrew. And our first original Hebrew language, man, is the ancient Hebrew the Most High gave us, And so we're going to start off, and then of course the Assyrian we learn in captivity. On the second line down here, it has 5 Hebrew characters that form at the end. They're at the end of a word. And of course, in the ancient Hebrew, we have connectors, and we'll go over that a little bit also. So we have vowels in Hebrew. So if anybody in the chat can tell me how many vowels are in Hebrew. How many vowels are there? How many? In Hebrew, how many vowels in either ancient or Assyrian? How many vowels are there? Somebody can tell me? Somebody wrote it down.
Marcus, he said 22.
That's 22 characters, right? We'll take 22 characters. Now, how many vowels are there, Marcus? At 22 characters, you're right. Now, how many vowels are in those characters there? Exactly right. 22 characters. How many vowels are there?
He said 2 syllables.
That's 2. What are they? 2 vowels in both languages, right? Make sure everybody, just in case we have people beginning out, How many? You said 2, I'm sorry. What are they? What do you got?
And I.
And I?
Okay.
Yeah, do you have the other thing running over there? Nope. I'm just curious. You can put in the chat, and did you put a? We're gonna put in StreamYard here. We're gonna try to. We're working on that. We may have some difficulties. Ran a test earlier, but we're trying to come up with more and more better ways to improve the class by getting you guys to join virtually, even through View. You know, so you can type down things and in our StreamYard and participate in class, and we can see your answers and all of that. You know, there's a link he's putting in the chat there, so we'll go from there. As he goes to class. So the and the I in Hebrew, the looks like this, and of course the I looks like that in the ancient Hebrew, right? So. Right. Okay. And of course, in the Hebrew, in the Assyrian, the looks like that, and the I like this. Okay? Like that. And those are the vowels right there. You get used to the vowels, get used to all the characters in Hebrew. That's what we try to develop every week. Because your vowel sounds help you to enunciate and the sounds and eventually pronounce the word. So you have to know these vowels here. When you have that's the reason why you go and you have something like ba. As a matter of fact, we're gonna illustrate that in a second here. We got a word on the board, beast. We'll use the top line up there. Beast is spelled, can they see that top line here? Ashap. If you could illustrate something for me on the board for me, please. Bob Ashap.
Okay.
Have Officer Shar come up and erase that for me. And then I'm going to have you write the word beast real large in the middle of the board right there. And then we'll go from there. Appreciate that. Bob Ashap. Yeah, write the word beast right there. Real big. Larger than that. Because I want them to be able to see. As a matter of fact, just write the that over again. Yeah, that part. Not the beast, just write the Assyrian. I mean the
Right here?
yeah, write it in Hebrew right there. Large as you can get it. Twice as large as that. Yeah, there you go. Now the word he's putting up here, I want you guys to translate that. There you go. Connectors. He has two connectors up. That's good enough right now. He has a sound up here. We're going to do this. We have two connectors up here. One is we'll give the first one here to you. It spells beast. It spells the word beast. And I want you guys to tell me in English, write that out in English, how you see it. You first have to translate that. So what does this mean? I mean, this is actually Hebrew. He wrote down these characters. And those characters spell something out. And we're going to write it on the board. We already wrote up there that it means beast. But we want you to write this down. So tell me, to get started, we forming the sounds, to form them. Form those sounds. And we're going to go over those sounds here a little bit. Because what we're doing is understanding the chart and learning the chart. So, because when you see Hebrew, you have to be able to identify real readily, real fast. I mean, quick. Especially the better. Because that's, I mean, you can take your time at first, but when you read it fast, what it does is just like I'm talking right now. If I was to spell a word, I was to spell a word, that's a sentence. We want to be able to talk in sentence structure and sentence form. The only way to do that is simply recognize what you're reading. So let's recognize that. What does this spell here in English? Y'all write that down. Just type it in the chat. How we doing in the yard there?
The yard, I'm still trying to figure out.
Okay, that's fine. Just keep working with that.
We got a little answer.
What we got?
Marcus says Bawa.
He says Ba.
Bawa.
He says Bawa.
Oh, okay.
Does he recognize? Okay. Now I want you to of course spell that for me.
B
Yeah.
A W
Yeah.
A H.
Okay. Like that?
Come on, come.
A shot. What is that? That's a.
Nah.
Just making sure. No, that's cool. I understand.
Oh.
No, you did good.
Wow.
Okay. Who? Anybody else? Just making sure that we put it down right. Marcus put down BAW. And as we have more people checking the class here, you guys checking the class and understand and form the sounds. Because once you understand how to form these sounds, then your only thing you got to do next is identify what you're doing. And of course, we went over last week. We did prepositions and possessive adjectives. Anything else you have over there, True?
He said, Bana Salakia.
He said, "Bana."
He spelled it like.
That's all right. That's what I'm talking about. All right, like that, right? BANAH.
Come on, come.
Okay, got you. Anybody else in there? CHAAZAQ, and where the ladies at? You still working on stream, right?
Come on.
So we have the chat up there, and I know you're working on it. Take your time. You know, I'm just giving orders by the general to start on it. But it's going to take a process of getting it together, trial and error, and we will get it to make sure. All right. So he wrote down Bana. You know, that's the first step in understanding how to translate a word. You know, we take this. Of course, if we were write that down, Asha, do me a favor, write that down, Baba Kasha, in Assyrian.
Okay.
Come on now, come on now. Come on now, you ain't that rusty. Yeah, write it down right there. Take your time, just joking. There you go, write down real big. There you go. And yeah, it's not quite like that, right?
Okay.
Yeah, that's sort of like that. I'm just so used to doing them, you know. All right, that's good. And that's Assyrian, right? Write down up to the top what that is. What is that? Ancient? Yeah, just write ancient by the side there. Real, you don't got to be that big. There you go. See, that's the reason why I want you up on the board. Your handwriting is real good. And that right there. You have good handwriting. That's why I have you up here. You understand? You never ask why. And write down that word, bro. Gotta work with the officer here there. Come on there. Why is in R. R. Period. That's close enough. Okay. All right? Since you don't have room, next time we'll just write it out, okay? But never abbreviate that. All right. So when we write down, and I think Marcus have what? Who else? Somebody else wrote something down?
I don't know. That was me checking it.
Okay, got it. You was checking in. Got it. You just getting familiar. Okay, good. And so let's break this one open, Marcus, and who do we have in class? CHAAZAQ Marcus so far.
Come on, come.
We'll have the sisters and some other brothers check on in class. Noli, right? And some other people. That Noli Dre. Yeah, Nolly and some other brothers check in. Then we have all the sisters check in, man. We know y'all will check in. Check this out. In ancient, he wrote down what he wrote down was correct. He wrote down ba na he wrote a ba, an independent connector, right? And then he joined these two together. We joined these two together so he knows that it has to come out ba and a full sound na. He knows that. Like ba, then na, and then he has to join it with this ha, and that's what he did. And as Marcus is, when he first started out, he was saying, "Man, I can't do this." But look, now he's at least telling me what this is in English. And to translate it, it means beast. Okay? That's what it literally means, beast in Hebrew. Now, if you come over here to Assyrian, what I shall put down the correct, and we'll do some of those correct. That's important too. Some of the correct connectors, right?
Right.
Independent and dependent connectors. That is so important in writing Hebrew, man. Because if you see down here in the Assyrian, we have an example here. You write down ba na. It's kind of hard to see that in Assyrian, man. I remember when I first started, I had to, and I'm still working and learning, man. I had to say, man, I see the difference. It is hard to come up with the difference in Assyrian. But we had to learn to do those in Assyrian. And that is much harder. But we'll get into that. We'll get into some of that too, which makes it a little harder. You know, a little harder. So the word is banah, which means beast. And get to beast. You got a text over there for beast right there. Find me a text with beast in it. Just give me just find me a text. We'll take your time. Find me a text. We'll give you. We'll let the officer come over here and give me a little illustration with the text with beast in it to show you how these. It says banah. Banah. Okay. What you got there, Mr. Ashap? When you get time here. But anyway, in your Syrian, you say ba-na. You know, it's a little harder. You know, I kind of like make it like, sort of like that. Sort of like that. So this looks like a chicken scratch language because, you know, that's what we came up with in captivity, you know. And I mean, that's what they came up with for us. The sounds are the same. What you got?
Genesis 3:1.
Genesis 3:1. Read for me loud and clear, Baba Bashar.
Come. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast.
Any what?
Beast.
Any what?
Beast.
Any banah. The serpent. Well, finish reading that out for me, Baba Bashar.
Any beast of the field.
Right.
Which the Lord God had made.
Right.
And he said unto the woman.
Right.
Yeah. Have God said ye shall not eat of every tree.
Right.
Of the garden.
Of course, we know this is the serpent, which is more subtle than any beast of the field. Is a plain old white man.
Right.
You know, he's more subtle. We got a lot of nations that are subtle and beast. But when you saw that word, they're saying banah. That's where we get that word from. So I appreciate that, officer.
Come.
And that's where we get the word banah from. The serpent was more subtle, man. A white man was a wicked, subtle beast, man. Wicked, subtle banah. You know, and that's why you don't give no credence to what he say, man. You know, you avoid him. One sister say you run is a stop sign, run. A red stop sign. Get out, stop. You know, don't come there. Get away from him.
Right.
But that's when that word says banah, you have to be, when you see that into the knock, then you'll know right away it means beast. And sometimes you won't even see it. You will not see it in English. You'll see it over there, ba-na, like this. Like he has it up here, ba-na, ha. And so we drop the ha. We don't need the ha out here on the ha because it's joined already with the sound. So you join that sound with that sound, and you drop that last vowel. Remember the rule that we taught? Ba-na, ha, ha, like that. Like you ha. And so that serpent more subtle than any beast. You know, wicked Caucasian man, white man, he's more subtle than any beast in the field, man. You know, he doesn't care about the children of Israel. That's what he beguiled Eve. That means he tricked her, man. Fooled her. More subtle than any beast. Right. Am I right?
Right.
You know, so let's clap it up for this, brothers. Let's clap it up. Mark has definitely got that right there. And then understand, we appreciate Asha for writing that out for us. Now we're going to illustrate another one here because my whole point, we want you to identify these sounds here. That's important, man. Understanding the sounds. Asha, let's put the next one up. what you have for divide there, just blow it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. You ready? You got to write ancient over again, but that's all right. As a matter of fact, we'll let you write the series later. But right, yeah, that's good enough. Now, divide. Write what you got down there. What is that?
Allah.
Yeah, write it big now. Yeah, big. There you go. Careful, don't write. Yeah, that. Yeah. Allah looks kind of somewhat right. What I'm talking about. There you go. All right, very good. Appreciate that. All right, our next one here, we got another word up here. I want you guys to write down, that looks a little better right there. See, what does that look at? That's the paw, right? Yeah, that sort of looks like that. More sort of like. How about that?
Okay.
It look a little better?
Okay.
We're trying to perfect it because we're trying to get people to see it exactly how it is. Now I want you guys to write down in English. We've gone over a few of these classes because eventually we're going to put some of these in sentences. But right now tonight we're just going to understand the Hebrew sounds, okay? That's what we're trying to do. We got connectors up there, man. In the ancient, I like to do in the ancient because you can see it better. Because if one time I did a class where we illustrated, matter of fact, I may do it here. Just put the Assyrian down. And so you can see. Somebody has something down there?
Marcus put Palag.
Spell it.
P-A-L-A-G.
Okay. All right, anybody else?
Palag, that's it.
Okay. We'll wait. We'll have. Yeah, I mean, you can continue doing what you was doing, True. And we're gonna have some more people check on in there. You guys take your time. One answer. This is the word that he hears. With that up there. And the faster. I mean, I'm not expecting you guys to come up with it real fast. But I am expecting you to come up with it. The next one I think we may do a little different. But I am expecting you to come up with it. And the faster you do it, then the faster you can read these in sentences, especially when you practice. That's what you want to do. You want to practice. You want to practice over and over again. That's the whole idea. Practicing over and over again. So he has P-A-L-A-G. Okay, cool. That'll work. We'll give you guys a few more seconds for more people to come in and write their answer on the board. As like I said, we're working on the stream. Working on the StreamYard. Still working on the truth.
All right. I think I got it. I just gotta find a way to put it.
Take your time. Take your time. But then anyway. Well, like anybody else in the comments? You still working on that one?
Yeah.
That's it?
Go.
Okay. Anybody else? We wait for your answer. We'll give you 15 more seconds to come up with your answer. As the truth was putting he's putting the link in to join the virtual class. So we're working on that. We're trying to see how that's going to work out for us. Excuse me. As this is the word that he's putting down right here, and of course it's in the ancient Hebrew. We're going to show you what that looks like in Assyrian here in a second for the word. As we're using that word. Because the whole idea, because we think in an English format in our brains, we have to learn and translate things in English. I mean, now if you were already speaking Hebrew, you would never have to go through this step right here. You wouldn't have to go through it. Because our thought pattern is English, we have to definitely go translate to a whole nother language so we can even understand what we're reading. So we understand that language. So let me see what do we got here? Oh, yeah. Okay, so if that's all the people in chat, let's clap it up for that brother right there. Because Marcus, I believe, he definitely has, that's the word right. Palag. And I want you to write this in Assyrian for me. Ashayala. Right, yeah, you can put all that back, yeah. Yeah, so people will see the differences. And I'm going to show you how hard it is. Because we used to get a little small test every Friday when I used to do this. And we used to have to write it from Assyrian, which is a hard thing, man. As you can see. What's that?
It's a hard thing, sir.
I know. Write a straight line. Okay, now curl it with a circle all the way down, like that. Now put a little end tip on that one. There you go. That's how it looks right there. Doesn't that look better? What's that there? Oh, really? You got how to write a ga? You a little rusty on this language, ain't you, though? I can accept that, yeah. There you go, yeah. So he's got like, that pa, that what that is? That's kind of like going down, okay, all right, right here, you want to do this. You want to draw a little small line down. No, small line, small. Okay, now draw your little in and outlines. No. Erase that. Draw a little straight line down. And at the tip of it, now draw that V. There you go. Draw a little circle in the middle of that. Right there. That looks more like what that looks like, okay? All right. You had it right, you just didn't draw a little stem. And if you look on the chart and see if I'm right.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Sort of like that. But and it's hard, but the more you identify with these words and how they really look,
Helen, you on your way over there?
then you can get to be.
I'm in Simpsonville.
Then you get to be a little bit understanding a little better and develop of how these things look and how they sound. It's the sound and how they look has everything to do with making the word come alive. Because as far as memorizing that word, we went from palag and it's up here. Because look at this, these two languages look nothing. Ancient and the Assyrian language look nothing alike.
Right.
I mean, there may be one character up there that looks like the other one, like the sha. That's about it. And the tha. And the ha. No, that don't. Yeah, that tha. I think the only one that looks like is the tha. The sha, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And almost a ka, the K-A.
Almost a ka.
Almost.
Yeah. Almost a ka. Well, we had a class where we illustrated, and we may do that in class right here, understanding the sounds. They got it?
Okay.
See? Okay. So tell them. So what you got? The link?
Okay, yeah, I seen the link.
So if you click on the link, you'll be able to see yourself in class here. And you'll be able to write your answer down, and we got somebody in class there.
Okay, this is Marcus, right?
Marcus, good to see you, Marcus. Good to see you, bro. Got you in class. That's good. All you got to do is click on that link. We can see you in class. That's right. Just put the closed fist, bro. Closed fist. UPK way, closed fist. There you go. I got you, brother, my brother, my brother. And Marcus, since you got your hat on, man, you can take your hat off because you should always have a crown. Let me show you. See what I got right here? See, it's open at the top. There you go. He's either nothing or have a crown on. So practice, get your crown when you're in class. That makes sense? That's the UPK, man. That's that, because we have our head uncovered. It's the women that have their heads covered, right? Right. There you go. You're doing a fantastic job in class, too, by the way. Okay, so Marcus has Palag up here. Okay. And we also got it in Assyrian. So let's clap it up once again for that brother. Clap it up for again, man. You got that exactly right. So look, we got our StreamYard working fine. Got my troop over there working up the StreamYard. We got it. Now you guys can participate. If you have to write something down or something, we recognize, we see who you are. And that's good. And that way we won't have to. You can still type things down, or you can write it down on a piece of paper, or whatever. Or you can continue to type it in class, but we get to more difficult things and you can write them down on paper. Okay, that's why we have you in StreamYard. Okay, we're gonna try to have this every class. All right, Ashok, if you could, let's get the next word on the board. Follow with us, Marcus and CHAAZAQ and the other people. We'll have more people check in class. We're going to put up some more words. Understanding and how to write the Hebrew sounds, man. That's what we're trying to do here. Put down, and by the word, that word meant divide. That word palag means to divide. So add that to your vocabulary. It meant, have your pencil and paper and write it down. Divide. The last word was beast. Okay, that's banah. And this word is, the next one down, divide, is palag. That's what those words were. That's why we're extending your vocabulary as we teach you how to sound out Hebrew. All right, write the next one down and large, real large up there. Write it in ancient. Yeah, write it down. Yeah, large, you can get it. There you go. Got that one down? Okay, good. Now he has two independent connectors down at this right here. I don't want that to lean forward. I want it to be just straight up and down. Yeah, because people can misconstrue that. Well, no. Yeah, there you go. No, it's still leaning.
This one?
Yeah, it's leaning. There we go. People have to see it exactly like it's on that chart. There you go. Well, y'all gonna be leaning a little bit though. Right? All right, I want you guys to write that one. What's this?
Just ancient.
Yeah. And then we want this one to be straight up and down also. People need to see things just, there you go. People need to see things exactly. But you got Brother Marcus out there and CHAAZAQ and some other people in chat. Who else we had in chat? Just a couple of people there.
Sister Bree Thomas.
Got Sister Bree in class. Glad to have you, Sister Bree. Glad to have you, my sister. All right. And got Bree Thompson. Bree. That's Sister Yaila, right? Yeah, Sister Yaila. Yeah. Okay. Good. Bree. Sister Yaila. And here we use your Hebrew name, Sister Yaila. And then, well, right here we have two Hebrew connectors, and one of them is a. Got me out of shot. What we got? Independent and dependent connectors. So utilize that and come up with what does that look like in the language that we now, in the horrible slave language that we got right now. Tell me, what does that look like? Y'all write that down, okay? So what was, we'll talk about it later. So what is that in blue there? He has a name up there?
Right,
Is that,
I don't think he put a name in there, that's why I
okay,
came up
gotcha,
with that.
gotcha. It just fills in the link.
Right, come on.
Gotcha. Okay, so you guys take your time and write down in English what this is. That's all you got to do is just write down that sound, and then join them sounds and tell me, what does that look like in English? That's what I want you to do. That's what I want. That's what we're doing tonight. We're understanding Hebrew sounds, man, and how they work. That's important. Because that's your, like we reiterated in prior classes, man, that's how you get started on really running down the Hebrew language and learning how to spell and read, and before you know it, you're reading the Hebrew language real fast. But and that's our commission here. That's what we're doing. Go ahead. What do you got in the chat now? What you got there? You hit the restream chat. Who's in there now? Restream chat, right? Okay, got it.
I know, she was just saying her name. She's like, Kanye.
Kanye. Sister Bria's is named Yaila. Exactly. I remember when she got her name. Okay?
So like if I make you hear me on my line?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I had put my answer in the comment. I don't know if y'all can see that on the StreamYard.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. It says,
Check it out, what he's got.
it says, Allah, y'all.
Spell that.
AHLA
AHLAYAL.
YAL.
Okay, gotcha. We got you, Marcus. Okay, now is that coming out of the computer, right?
Come on.
Good. StreamYard up and running, Marcus. Congratulations. You're one of our first customers on StreamYard here, bro. General Kubal Amoff.
Yeah.
General Kubal Amoff told me to do the StreamYard, and that's where we are. We up and running, right? Good. Appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And what we want you to do is, keep coming to class every week and just keep things going, man. I appreciate that. He's got AH.
I mean, it chopping and screwing you every now and then.
I understand.
I said chopping and screwing you every now and then. It buffers a little bit, but at the end of the day, it still works.
Okay, I got you. All right. All right, Marcus. Can't wait for you to get your Hebrew name, man. You keep checking in, bro.
Oh yeah.
He has AHLAYAL. He has Allah y'all is what he has. Now y'all check it out. Let's check Marcus out. See if he's what he has is correct. And you go back and forth between your chat over there in the StreamYard so we can see. Okay. Always keep that check. And see, give them about. Just keep it right there for a second. Give them about. We'll give you a few more seconds here to see what your answer is. What you. Anybody else? Anybody else? He put his answers in StreamYard and not on the restream chat, right?
Right, come.
Okay, that's work. That's fine. That'll work. Yeah, never give up on Hebrew. Always stay in there, man, because that means if you're not getting it, that means I'm not teaching it. If I'm teaching it, then it ought to be spat out right on this board, right or wrong, and then we'll correct that. Before you know it, you'll be reading Hebrew. We're going to get into, in the classes to come, we're going to get into some more complicated things. But the main thing is to get you to read the Hebrew and understand it, and get you to understand all of the ramifications involved, with the Assyrian and ancient Hebrew, man. Prepositions and possessive adjectives and writing sentences out, man, in a proper way. That's what we want you to do. So we got any more? Let's check the chat. Let's see. We'll give you 5-10 more seconds here, and that's about it. Anybody else?
No.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we have here. He has AH, and because the AH there, the A is a vowel, then it has a ha behind it. So AH would be right. So that's what he sees. He sees the A right here, the ah. Okay? Then it has a la. He has that la sound. And that gets the full sound because we told it to give the full sound. And then we say ya. There's ya, and then of course we don't need the ah after that because the ah after that would make it ala ya la.
Right.
We don't need that, right?
Right.
So we want to make this y'all connect together like that. That's what the whole idea. We join that sound together. It makes a sound. That's understanding the Hebrew sounds. Y'all. Allah y'all. And Allah y'all means what, officer? Over there. Aisha.
Idle.
Say it again.
Idle.
Officer means idle. We clap it up for all the brothers here. Clap it up for Marcus. Aisha. CHAAZAQ SHAPAR. That's what it literally means, man. It means idle. Thou shalt give the what is that? Give me Exodus the 20th chapter there. You could for me. Look it up, and it says, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me." That's what he's trying to say. That's what the Most High is saying. Thou shalt have no idols, no gods. Because if you make a idol, if you take and make something, it's like when we went to the Passover just last week. If you go there, go ahead. If you go there and you call yourself eating macaroni and cheese, gravy and biscuits and all this leaven and stuff, that is a idol. Am I right or wrong? So the Bible says that thou shalt have no other gods. That means you eat unleavened bread. You eat the Passover lamb. You drink the wine. Go ahead, read for me, Asha, what that is.
Exodus 20:3.
20 and 3. Read it for me loud and clear, Baba Kusha.
Thou shalt have no other God
Other
before me.
what?
Other God.
No other God. When you're saying no other God, you're saying no other idols. You're only supposed to have Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. You're not supposed to have idols. Where did you find it out? No
Exodus
other gods.
20:3.
Exodus is all it on there, right?
Thou shalt have no other God before me.
Thou shalt have no, that's it. 20 and 3, right?
Okay.
The Bible says thou shalt have no other God with an S, right? Plural, right?
No other God.
No other God, okay. No other God. That means that's inferred that it is plural. No other God. So when you say no other Allah y'all,
It's
yeah, it has an S on it.
couple consonants.
It does have an S.
Couple consonants.
Okay, no other gods. Okay, yeah, that's what it means anyway. It means you're not supposed to have, You're not supposed to have any other God before you. Allah y'all. That's what that word means when you say no other God. So come and write this for me in Assyrian for me, Asha. I'm going to write this in Assyrian. I'm going to show you the difference here. You know, it's the sounds are the same, right? I'll write it big. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, that'll work like that.
I could never get it right.
No, that's fine, right there. Allah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, you can take a little curl off there, you'll be fine. Yeah, that'll work. Let's clap it up for him. Clap it up for him. And so what he has here in Assyrian, is Allah y'all. I mean, it looks like Allah y'all, but you know, those wicked kings back then in Assyria, man, they wanted us to look like this, which is hard. It's a far cry. We understand exactly what we see when we have Allah y'all here together. That's what we've learned. And that's what I'm trying to teach you in class, that how to join things, how to put things together, how they spell, how they sound, so you can connect. And when you see the chicken scratch over the Syrian, and I mean, we have to make words out of this right here, believe it or not. When I give you a word like that, matter of fact, I may do one with that, and so you can see the difference as we've done in the past, so you can understand how hard it is. Right. But the ancient, that's why you can appreciate the Most High. You know, Hamashiach I'm sorry, Yahweh.
Right.
Yahweh. And then why Yahweh Shai, the Son, man, for what, who died for us, man. So the Yahweh basically has given us a pure language, man. Let's put it this way: He's given us a language to understand why we're here on this earth, and what He does to it. Past that, that's good. I mean, you know. But for right now, we understand in the ancient, man. I can understand what I'm reading here.
Right.
Here, that's some other greed monster, some other Babylonian or Assyrian, coming up with something, a language that, okay, what is that? And I'm sure these boys went down there. Hell, I could have been one of them back in those days. Reincarnated and came back. But I'm just saying to you, to read this and to try to come up with this is hard.
Right.
You know, back then they had to, you know, or they were forced to conform to the Assyrian language here, and that's what that is. And so that's why we understand the best way to say it, like Marcus has it. I'll love y'all. Okay, I shall read. Do that one and put the next one down for me, if you could, for me, Baba Kasha. Doing a great job. Y'all doing a great job, man. I don't know where the sisters at today. They usually own it. She was checked in the class right there. Yeah, put that one down. Put it real big there so people can see it. There you go. There you go. Anybody else?
Nah, Liza.
Yeah, keep it right there for a second. Okay, good. All right, our next one here. I want you guys to translate that. I mean, you ask what you doing. What you guys are really doing and understanding is you are reading. You are actually reading the ancient Hebrew as they would have done thousands of years ago. I'm talking about thousands of years. You ought to be proud of yourself and happy that what you're doing. You are, when you don't, I wouldn't take it for granted. I wouldn't take that for granted for what this is. I wouldn't take this for granted for what this is, because this is how things used to look back in the days, man. This is what they saw. They looked at this and this is what they interpreted. They look at this just like Hebrew is written from right to left.
Right.
And they looked at this and they were able to interpret that. Of course, English wasn't around. This is a whole new language, what we read here.
Right.
Their translation was they wrote down the actual word. So when they wrote it down, this last word here that we've done was idol. So far we've written Banah, beast, Palag, divide, and we wrote down Alayal is idol. Alayal is idol. And now we got another word up here, okay? And we want you guys to translate what that, we know what it means, but because I've written that down. But I want you guys to tell me, how does that look in the English language? Because they didn't have the English language back then, man.
Right.
All they had was this. See, and of course we got to act like we're back in grade school, because I mean we're learning our language all over again.
Right.
So it amounts to us, man. We back in the what? Second, third grade, fourth, fifth,
Jeez.
Right.
sixth,
Kindergarten.
yeah. And that's what this is. But what that means is that you have to learn those stages to understand what you're reading, man. You have to read, you have to understand that. And that's what we're doing here. We're trying to figure out how in the world what do we come up with this stuff right here. And with these connectors here, it's a whole lot, it makes it a whole lot easier. And that's what I keep reiterating, because when I finally put down sentences here, and you'll begin to see, oh man, I got possessive adjectives going on here. I got prepositions going on here.
Right.
What you got right there?
He has Mana Wara.
You see that in the chat?
Oh, okay.
What chat is that? Is the regular chat or the StreamYard?
StreamYard.
Okay. Tell me what we got.
All right. Manawa Rock.
Spell that.
M-A-N-A.
M-A-N-A.
Okay. W-A.
W-A.
R-A-H.
R-A-H.
Okay. They probably back. Shit right there. Oh shit.
Okay. Manawara. That's what Marcus has.
Oh, okay.
All right, keep checking the chat. See who else is putting something down in there. We got Sister Yaila in class, and we have CHAAZAQ, right?
Oh, okay.
Who's in there? Who's in there now?
Still the same.
And of course, if you want to join the StreamYard chat, click on the link, right, True?
Oh, okay.
Click on that link that we have in front of us here to join that link. Marcus has the brother, man, has been coming to class every Friday night, and that's how you do it. That's how you get your name, and that's how you get proficient, actually.
Right.
And Marcus, can you hear me? Marcus, what school are you near in the United States there?
Talking about the ISUPK school?
Absolutely. I gotta be ISUPK. That's the only truth, by the way, Marcus.
I think the only one I'm closest to, I believe we have one in Columbia. That would probably be like
Columbia,
probably like 30, 40 minutes away.
Columbia, South Carolina?
Yeah.
Okay, where do you live?
Something.
Sumter.
Right under it.
He's right.
Yeah.
Yes, Sumter is right under us.
Under him.
Well, we're actually in Greenville,
Yeah.
Simpsonville. But Sumter, yeah, you live not
Okay.
far. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
You good, Salak, I think I like an hour, probably about hour 30 minutes away from you.
There you go. And sometimes, mosey on up. Just you got our. We'll hang out. Type her. I shall get one of those flyers in there. Type there, officer. Let trooper type. We want you to type by this telephone number. That's our camp leader, and you type that in, and so you can make sure you understand. Tell them you're already in class, and we'll so you'll know when we do class every Monday through Saturday. Okay.
Okay.
7 to 9. Of course, we want you to come and join us, man. I mean, when you get time. But make sure you let us know so we'll be here. Make sure nothing special event is going on. We're going to type a number in chat and send it to you, okay?
Con.
All right. Yeah, just say Khan, sir, or Khan. But either way. Manawara. That's what he has. Okay. That right, Asha? That look right? He has M-A, gets the full sound, right?
Okay.
What else he has? Na. Got Wa, independent, right?
Okay.
And he has Ra, right?
Okay.
Why does he drop the H? A, sorry. Because he has to.
Oh, it does depend, sir.
Yes, dependent connector, right. So dependent connector, right? So let's clap it up for the clap on that. That's right. So what you have is Manawara, and that spells the word lamp. Mawanara. Put that, and that's a lamp unto my pathway. A light unto my pathway and a lamp to my feet, I think. A lamp unto my pathway and a light unto my feet. I can't remember, it's one of them. But you'll find the word lamp in there. You want me to find it?
Look for it now, sir.
Okay, yeah. Put it lamp. Or find something in there with lamp, but that's the passage that came to my mind right here. A light unto my path and a lamp unto my feet. I believe that's what it was. But that's when you're saying Manawara. That's exactly right. And because what text you have there?
Psalms 119
Okay.
and 105.
Read that for me, Baba Kusha, loud and clear.
Thy word is a lamp unto my feet.
That word is a what?
Lamp unto my
My
feet.
word is a mana wara unto my feet. Finish reading for me, Baba Kusha.
And a light unto my path.
And a light in the path. And what is the word, trooper? What is the word?
The word is lamp.
The word is lamp. So what is the word?
Mana wara.
And so what is the word?
Lamp.
Okay. So when it says word, what is it saying?
It's saying.
The Bible.
Oh, I
Right.
see what you're saying. It's it's talking about the Bible.
Mm-hmm. So read that again for me. That word is a what?
Thy word is a lamp.
In other words, the word of the Most High is a manawara, is a lamp. Finish reading.
Unto my feet.
Unto my feet.
Kinda
Right?
Kinda.
And a light, what?
Unto my path.
Light to my path. Read that. That's good. Pretty good. Psalm where?
Psalms 119 and 105.
Psalm 119 and what?
105.
105. 119, 105. Thy word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. That's what the Most High said. That's a manawara. That's what that is. When he's saying that, that's what he's referring to. Like a light or a lamp.
Right.
Like a lamp. You know, that's all they had back then. They didn't have like cigarette lighters. They didn't have a match. They had oil.
Right.
Put a little rag and made a little lamp, right? So come on, put this for me in Assyrian for me. Asha. We're going to put it in Assyrian for you. I'm going to show you a little bit here. Yeah. All right. You got that one right, Marcus. Mono. See, when you first said it was hard, man. Now you see that it's getting a lot easier, right? It's getting a lot easier for you. See.
You gotta say that again, Salaki. Yeah, try to screw you.
Ah.
I said, Salaki, you might have to repeat yourself. It had buffed you out a little bit.
Okay, yeah. What I'm saying is, when you first started, man, I think you said, "Boy, this is hard, man. This is rough." But now it's a lot easier, isn't it?
Khan said, Khan.
There you go.
It was confusing when I first came in, man. But now after I done studied a little bit, come to class, man. This thing is a piece of cake, bro.
There you go. And that's what we like to hear. Clap it up for that brother, man. That's what we like to hear, Marcus. And that lets me know that Isupk is teaching you under commanding General Yohana. Never forget that.
Right.
Okay? Under commanding General Yohana. Because CHAAZAQ SHAPAR is just a teacher. Asha is just a teacher. The trooper over here is an up-and-coming teacher. We're just teachers, man. With the class that I'm teaching here in Lashawan Kodash, we teach classes all the time. And every time you get in class, it'll be less confusing. Less. Because the Most High is not confusing. But after a way, when you're in the world, man, things seem to be confused, but now they're getting a little better for you because you're beginning to understand the truth. See, this is when something's the word of the Most High, the word of God, man, it's gonna come crystal clear to you. They devised all this in 1969, man, and understood how 2,000 years ago, and even further than that we had writings and ancient writings and say, oh man. You know, and Isupk, thank God under command General Yohana who kept this Isupk going, international school of practical knowledge, man. He kept this going when everyone else had left, and then he's got all of these generals, all these captains, man, and all of us.
That's a lot. You said international. So
What else?
international.
All right, correct it. Yeah. All right. But that's what we're doing here. We're making sure that everybody understands who we are. And the Isupk, man, it has understood since 1969 what this means. And I'm simply passing it on as an officer, okay? And that's good. It's good that it's not confusing anymore. But you can see down here, I'm gonna tell you something was real confusing. Like we used to look at ma, na, wa, ra. I mean, it looks like Assyrian. It is Assyrian, but it's kind of hard sometimes to understand what that's saying. And it's not because it's a whole nother language. It is, but the main thing is because it has no connectors, and it is more different different sounds. I mean, same sounds, but different different characters. That's the whole thing. All right. So now, all right, a shot. Let's erase that. Let's erase all that up there. Let's put something else up here. Let's get you to understand a little bit more who we have been checking in class anymore.
Mark said StreamYard kind of kicked them out of buffering.
Did it really?
Okay.
Okay, but it's all right. It's an experiment. We're gonna get StreamYard. This is our first night using StreamYard. You can go ahead and erase that too for me if you could.
We got somebody else checking in.
So who's checking in?
We got, I believe, Sister Bara Labaf.
Sister Labah.
Bara Labaf.
Bara Labah.
The,
Okay.
The rib of Officer Yakashar, Brian Yakashar.
Okay, good. Glad to have you in class, sis. Okay, good. That's good. We want you guys. Want you guys to get used to that. Let me see here. I want you guys to write those characters down for me. Yeah. I want y'all to write those characters down for me and tell me what they are. All right? Those are sounds, forming a sound, because they're complicated because they look alike. And when things look alike, it's kind of hard to figure out what they are. So that's what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to look at these sounds. I drew them real large. Look at these sounds. Both of the sister, yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, she just said the one.
Who? Oh yeah. That's good. I appreciate that, sis. StreamYard trying to kick people out because of the buffering. Yeah, well, it can happen.
He's still looking, but I guess.
Gotcha. I got you. I understand. I want you guys to look at these. I want you guys to look at these characters and write what they are. Let's see how we're going to do this. We're going to say this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Tell me what they are. Tell me what these characters are. So StreamYard is out right now?
No, it's still going.
Okay, I got you. Oh, it's hot. All right. From 1 through 6, tell me what those are, and then we'll have Aisha write them up there to the top, what they are, by your answer. Anybody else join class?
Not live, sir.
Okay, we're waiting for y'all to come up with y'all answer. What characters are they? And I kind of mixed them up a little bit. Ain't a whole. Ain't no telling what I write. It could be Assyrian, or it could be ancient, but it doesn't matter. You should be able to recognize it. Okay. All right. Y'all come on. Y'all tell me what these sounds are. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up here. Y'all tell me what they are. Understand them. I remember Officer Pagawa, he said, ooh wee.
Yeah.
Because he understands that, you know, when you start meddling around with how things look, and they all look alike, man, I can understand Officer Pagawa. He's saying, man, come on, that's rough. But he likes it. That's how, that's what I understand about that brother, man. He the harder it is, the more challenging. That's good. That's what I'm talking about. What you got up there?
He had Marcus. He had 6 is Shah.
He got 6 is Shah.
Come on, cut.
All right.
He said 5 is Shah.
Okay.
He said 4 is Pa.
4 is Pa.
Come on, cut. He said 3 is Ka.
And of course, I don't care if you use the chart or not, but when you don't use the chart, it helps you. But do the best you can. Go ahead. What else?
All right. Yeah, he said 2 is Ha.
2 Ha.
Come on, cut.
And 1 is.
He
He said 2 is Ha, and 1 is what?
Ta.
1 is Tha.
Come on, cut.
Anybody else?
That's it.
Okay, we'll wait. We got some more time here. You wait till I put the next ones on the board here. Because the more and more we go over these difficult ones, then the more and more you'll understand. The more and more you'll understand how the challenging will become easy to you. And because you're looking at something, you begin to, it's like you play a piano or something. 88 keys reduced down now to about 16 keys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And 16 keys reduced down to about 8 keys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I said, ooh, hey. And get rough. It gets rough now, I'm telling you. It can get rough. Anybody else?
No, sir.
Okay, we're still rolling. We'll give you a few more seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So far, Marcus have Sha Sha Pa Ka Ha Tha, right?
Come on, cut.
And that's Marcus. We'll put his initials up here. That's what he has. All right. And that's every week you get better and better until you know that chart. Cause see, when we learned the chart, man, we had to do this chart. Go ahead.
Nah, Marcus said, it sounded like you play them keys on the one.
Yeah, I play a little bit. A little bit. All right, All right. Huh?
Said nothing else yet.
Nothing else? We give you guys about 15 more seconds here to come up with some. Come on now, I know we got more people participating. He got Sha Sha Pa Ka Ha Tha. Yeah. What? He said Ka. Wait a minute, man. He didn't mean that Ka. He meant CHA or KA for the Ka. Number 3. What do you have for number 3?
Number 3.
Yeah. What you got?
He has Ka, like CHAA.
CH, right?
Go.
Okay, I got you. I spelled it wrong. That's what he has, right?
All right. Ka.
Okay, gotcha. Anybody else?
No.
All right. Well, we get ready to put the answers down here in about 10 seconds. Asha? Right at the top what they are. Right now, write it real big so they can see them. Okay, go ahead. There you go. Shah's going to write down what they really are and see if he's going to see if you guys got it right here. Okay. There you go. right, stay up there, Shah. Explain that, bro. Explain start with number 1.
All right, as far as this number 1, this
Right.
right here is written in the Syrian. You
Right.
know, not the ancient, but the Syrian, the Greek.
Right.
And this is ha.
And why is that a ha? What makes it look like a ha?
What makes the ha different from the ka and the tha is it has this spacer right here.
Right. Right.
When you get to the second one, which is a ka,
You got somebody more answers up there?
Oh, Kawaka.
What you got?
Sister Bara Laba,
Okay.
she says 1 is
Wait a
Ya.
minute. 1 is what?
Uh,
not close, right about that.
She said 1 is Ya.
1 is Yah. Go ahead.
2 is Ka.
2 is Ka.
C-H-A.
Go ahead.
She said 3 is Ha. 4 is Pa.
Uh-huh.
5 is Sha.
Right.
And 6 is Sha.
Okay. Anybody else?
Allah.
And what was that, Sister
Bara.
Barak? Okay, got you. Okay. All right. She has Ya, Ka, Ha, Pa, Sha, Sha. All right, finish, Aisha.
and number
Now tell them what you got for 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell them again what it is.
all the way across.
Yeah.
I got ha, ka, tha, pa, and sha.
Okay. All right. Tell them what you got.
This one right here is the Assyrian,
Mhm.
the Greek, and this is ha. And what makes ha different between the ka and the tha is it has a space in it.
Has a space, right? Okay.
Come.
That's number 1. And that is a what? To reiterate?
It's a ha.
It's a ha. What is it? Assyrian or what?
This is right here is Assyrian.
Assyrian. Okay, go ahead.
Number 2 is ka, and ka CHAA is like a N or upside down U,
Right.
and it's connected all the way around.
All the way around. That's the difference, right?
Come.
That's number 2, right?
Come.
Okay.
Number 3.
So she has that ka right. Okay. Marcus has a ha for that. Okay. He has basically. Okay, go ahead.
Number 3 is tha.
Tha. 3 is tha. Okay.
And it also looks as similar as the ka, but what makes it different, it has this little boot or a little club on the end of it.
That's right. Okay.
And this is the Syrian also.
Right. That's Assyrian, right? Okay.
Pa,
Pa. So number 4, she has a pa and Marcus has a pa. So they both got that correct, right? Okay. Anybody else over there, True?
No, Allah.
Okay. Go finish up. I'm sorry, Salaki.
this is pa right here. This is,
Right.
It looks close to a J, and this is the ancient. What we write in on this top
That's
line.
the ancient, right? Ancient, right?
Come.
Okay.
And this is the pa. This one right here, this is also the ancient.
Number 5.
Come
Tell them
on.
number 5.
Number 5 is also ancient.
Right.
It's Shah. It's just clear W.
Right.
And this right here is a Syrian. It's also a Shah, and it's a weird looking W.
They look just alike though, don't they?
Come.
But just one's little squiggly and one's got a offset line, but they look almost alike, don't they?
Come.
But they still say Shah, don't they? And both of them Marcus got both of those right, Shah, and she has both of them right, Shah. So clap it up for them, okay? Now, of course, they were missing a couple of them, but to reiterate it again, number 1, Marcus and was it Bana, right?
Bara.
What, Para?
Sister Bara.
Sister Barak, and of course Marcus and who else? Radazak, who else listening? You have the first one is Ha, and he said there's a space there. Ka looks just like it, but there's no space right there on the left leg. Number 3 is a Tha, and he said Aisha said there's a golf club on the end of that one. Those 3 look just alike, man, but they have some differences. And a Pa looks like some sort of back, like a J. Number 4, okay?
Right.
Ha. And number 5 is looks like a W in our English language. And that word sounds out to be Shah. And that is in the ancient, right? Ancient, right? Okay. And the Assyrian, of course, is the other ones. It's a Shah also. And it's, number 6. So let's clap it up for them. We're going to put some more on the board here. And y'all did a wonderful job. Let's erase that for us, Shah. If you could for me, Bob Shah. Good, very good. We're going to do some more here. Let's see what else we got here. Let's put some more information up on the board so people can understand what's going on, because I'm trying to get you guys and understand the variation of these Hebrew sounds right here, okay? So you'll understand what they are. So you'll understand how these things look and how they sound, and so you can understand the differences, right?
Right.
We can understand them, man, because they make all the difference in the world when you're trying to read something, you know? Let me see what else I want. When you're trying to read something, you know, it make all the difference in the world. Oops. There we go. Let me see. Let's see what else we got here that we can try to trick you with. All right, tell me what these are. Ofc CHAAZAQ. See what you got right there. See what the, go back to the other, get out of the chat for a second there. Yeah, there you go. All right. You see them okay? You can see them, right?
There's one watching.
Huh?
There's one person watching, but I don't see it.
Oh, okay, that's fine. You can go back to the chat there. Mm-hmm. So, tell me what these are. I want you guys to tell me what these characters are, man. You know, ain't no telling about me now. I may write something in Assyrian. I may write it in ancient. There ain't no telling. Oh, here. One more. Let me do this one. One more. Slock. I'm going to do one more here. Forgive me. There we go. All right. Tell me what these are. Ooh-wee. Right? It can be rough now. I want y'all, and we're going to write it down like this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Talk to me. Y'all got 9 of them up there. Tell me what's going on. Tell me what's going on. You got 9 characters. You tell me. Nine characters, man. What you got in the chat there? From 1 through 9. Y'all tell me. It's gonna be rough. Because, I mean, you know, you got to understand this. Go back to the other screen there. You gotta understand this. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, you good.
Alright.
Anybody?
Uh,
They still writing?
I think so.
Okay, good. Take your time because to get these, you know, this is part of your chart, man. And I scrambled them and put some things up there. They look just alike, a lot of them. Not exactly alike, but some things look so much alike that you simply got to know them. You know, you got to know what's going on up here. I only did 9 at a time because, you know, it's just, I want you guys to be able to see the difference here. I try to go over this chart a lot because, like words and charts, and next week we're going to do something different. I promise you. Right now, you know, I went over to understanding Hebrew sounds, and that's what this is, understanding these sounds. We understood them alone, we understood them in a word, and we're going to understand them maybe in a sentence next week. And we may even go over some more prepositions. I think 1 week we went over tenses. We'll wait for that for a second. But we will go over that. But that's what I want you guys to make sure you keep careful and meticulous notes about what we're doing. What we got there, True?
Alright, Sister Brown said
Ma?
Ma for one.
Ma, what? Okay, got you.
2 is Qua.
2 is Qua, okay.
3 is Ta.
3 is Ta.
4 is I.
4 is I.
5 is Da.
5 is Da, okay.
And then she says 6 is Sa.
Okay.
And then she said she don't know.
7.
She said don't for 7.
7 she don't know.
And then she said 8 is Ka.
8 is Ka. What? How you spell Ka?
The K-A.
Okay. Because there's 2 kind of Kas, you know.
Right, okay.
And what's 9?
She said 9 looks like a Sa, a Ma or a Sa.
Huh?
She said Ma or a Sa.
She said Ma. What is she?
She said Ma first, but she said.
Well, for one, she got Ma, right?
Right.
Then she would have to mean it's a Sa, then, right?
Right.
I'm just saying. I mean, it can't be both.
Right.
Well, it can be, but I didn't put a duplicate up there.
right. And,
So we're gonna give it a benefit for that. Go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say Marcus. Marcus said 1 is Ma.
Write this down over there, right there. Write them down right there. 1 is Ma. Okay, go ahead.
Then he said 2 is Qua.
2 is Qua.
3 is Ta.
3 is Qua.
Four.
Ta. I'm sorry.
3 is Ta. 4 is I.
4 is I.
5 is Da.
5 is Da.
6 is Sa.
6 is Sa.
7 is Ta.
7 Ta.
8 is Ka, K-A. And then 9 is Sa.
And what did he say for 7 again?
Ta.
7 is Ta, right?
Color.
But I thought 3 was Ta, Marcus. What was the man Mark? What you got, Marcus? You got 2 Ta's up there? We'll give you a chance on that one, Marcus. 7.
In his first comment, he did have it right initially.
Look him over, Marcus. Check your answers over. Check your answers over, man. Because he's got 2 Ta's, and you know I have no duplicates, and they, you know, I don't. You got 2 Ta's though, so it can't be 2 Ta's. Either 3 or 7 is not Ta. Put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And do your best to write above the answer there, or below it, or however you can do it. Squeeze it in there, even if you have to erase lots you want with Dash, you know.
Good night.
What you got? I understand.
Oh, he said Pa.
Which one?
I don't know which one he's talking about.
Which one? What did he say, Pa?
Yeah, he just put Pa.
He must be talking about for 7, right?
Right, he got it. Yeah.
Okay, he said Pa?
Right. Yeah, he's probably talking about 7.
Okay.
He said 7.
Okay, gotcha. And that was Mark. What this sister's was Bernard, right?
Come on.
Okay. Anybody else? We'll give you guys a little bit more chance there. Give you guys some more time there. All right. What time you got?
You got 8:27.
Okay, good. All right, so let's go over this here real quick here. Marcus has ma, qua, ta, ada, sa, pa, ka, sa. I'm assuming, correct me, Marcus. And Sister Bana, right? That's her name, right?
Come on.
She don't have anything for 7. She said, I don't know. We're gonna correct that in a second, sis. Ma, qua, ta, ada, sa. Question mark, ka, sa. And of course, understanding this chart here, man, understanding these sounds here. The reason why I put them up there, some of them look alike, because I'm trying to purposely get you to see that once you once you get over your understanding of the lookalikes and things, and then you begin to correct them, then you'll understand the chart will shrink, man. You have 22 characters, but then you will be able to differentiate between all of them, man. You know. So what we got up here? Everybody got their answers in?
Come on.
Okay, Asha. Put up there number 1, right over the top of it, real big. Okay, and okay, go ahead. Yeah, just erase that. All right. Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's close enough. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got here. The trooper. I'm sorry. The Officer Asha say he's got 1 is ma. He's got 2 qua, 3 ta, 4 I, 5 da, and then he has 6 sa, 7 he has ka, then he has 8 for another ka. Ooh. I didn't put no duplicates, but that must be what it is. All right, then he's got 9, he got a ma. All right, let's straighten this out because everybody got them wrong. Everybody got some things wrong up here. Ma is the first one. That is right. That is correct. And qua is number 2. And I'm going to show you the differences in answers. Ta is number 3, okay? I is 4, and that is in the ancient. And then 5 is ancient da. Sa is an ancient number 6, okay? Sister Bana, that is what you call an Assyrian ka. There's a ka for Assyrian. That's what it is. And I believe Marcus had it right down here. And you have ka for number 8. And of course, pa, Marcus, you also had pa for number 7, but it's really an Assyrian. They look just alike. The Assyrian ka, except for that little middle part right there, the little V in the middle. Okay, they're both word ka, K-A. Not to differentiate the C-H-A-A. That's a whole nother sound. It's the same sound, but it's a different spelling. Look at it. And then when you get down to 9, even Aisha, Ofc Aisha say, it's a ma, it's not a ma, it's a sa. The way you can tell is one has a belly and the bottom is flat. The flat on the ma. So the ma, the one, number 9 is actually a ma. Number 9 is a ma because it has a round belly. But when you look for a ma up here, that is, number 1, that is called an ending connector. That's what that is. It's an ending connector on ma. It's an ending connector, and it happens only at the end. Assyrian. It's an ending connector, man. And qua, of course, is your ancient Hebrews. Number 2. It looks like a little umbrella, a little popsicle, man. And the ta is looks like a bullseye or a circle with an X in it, and that is actually the ancient language also. And of course, the I is the ancient language again, number 4. That's what that is. Of course, the da, in which we use the word dawada, which is the signet of David, and we'll write that down here in a second if we got time here. 5 is G for dawada. Sa looks like a little comb or like when you comb your hair. Sa, okay? And of course, ka, we reiterate and we say, it looks like a backward C, but that is in how the ancient, the Assyrian write the ka. They just don't have this little V in the middle. And the one, number 8, is a ka in the ancient language. Assyrian is 7, ancient is number 8. And of course over there, it's not a ma. Everybody's got that one wrong, yeah. It is except for Sister Bana. She has actually Sister Bana and Marcus have the sa. That is exactly right. They have it 100% correct. They got number 9 as sa, correct? That's what I thought.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so they're right. They're right about that. And they got number 8 correct. Of course, wait a minute here. Got me mixed up. Number 6, yeah, that's right. Okay, got you. So the sa in Assyrian is number 9. That's what that looks like. A little round belly, look like almost like a ma. Oh, and then they connect, and then but the sa over here looks totally different in stick form up here, and the sa. And that makes a difference. That's how you have to really pay attention to some of these. And we'll put one more down here, and it'll probably be our end. What time we got there, bro?
We got 8:34.
Okay, and we're gonna put one more run at it, and then we'll get you guys. You guys get to relax a little bit, okay? Until next week. Y'all practice that chart some more. So raise up for me, Papa. Good job. But I hope you guys get it. But clap it up for them, man. Everybody did a great job. If I said something misquoted, I mean, it's a lock you to me. It's a lock you to you guys. I'm sorry. It's a lock you also to the men above me if I said anything to offend anybody. But we're going to put some more down here. This will probably be our last one. I'll make this a little challenging here. A little bit more challenging. But you guys see what you need to work on. The kas and the sas and the ending connectors. Make sure you understand every last one of those ending connectors because we'll wear those out. Appreciate that. Aisha. It's all right. It happens, man. It happens. It happens. We're going to write some more up on the board here, and this will probably be the last one, so for you guys to understand, so pay attention. Okay? I'm gonna write one of these ooh-wee moments up here.
Oh, shit.
This is why you got to really pay attention to what you're doing, because it can be confusing. I mean, it can be, I'm telling you. What? What y'all over there?
I'm gonna start singing, sir.
Sing. Uh-huh. Y'all thought y'all could fool me, did you? I'm telling you, man, when I come up with something, man. All right, y'all work on this. This will be our last go round for the night, I believe. Work on those. Tell me what you got. Sister Bana and Marcus and Brother Zoc and whoever else is in the chat. I know. Work on those. This is one of them like ooh-wee moments. Ooh-wee. I'll go ahead.
Marcus said, he said, is there black watch tonight?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. We'll check it out. Check it out, Asha, when you get time. Is there a black watch? I'm not sure.
What's today? This Friday? Yeah.
Maybe I'm live.
It might be.
You're live. Check this out. Tell me, what are these? What are these? Tell me, what are these? What? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me put it down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 through 9. What are y'all looking at up here? We called the officer off with 1. I'll catch you. So I've been studying these things for a while, so when I look at them, I kind of know what they are. But tell me. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give you one more. It'll be the last one. I really threw it in there to mess you up.
Golly.
What?
What you did just now?
I threw that one in there to mess you up.
Threw all the 7s in there.
Huh? I threw that one in to mess you up a little bit. That separates the curious from the serious. Tell me, what's going on? Did you give him that number, True?
Call, yeah, I put it in that chat.
Okay. Tell me what this is. That's a like pay attention moment, right? You got?
He put 8 is live.
Say that again?
He put 8 is live, 9 is CHAAZAQ. He said,
What?
yeah.
Who, Marcus?
Okay.
He got what now?
8 is live and 9 is CHAAZAQ.
8 is 9 is Tazah.
8 is live.
8 is La.
Come on, he said 10 is Ra
Wait a minute. Oh, Tazah, okay. And 10 is Ra? Is that what he said? Okay, what else?
He said the rest is that serious. He said I need more work on that, to be honest.
I understand. Hey, but I mean, you know, you can guess at them or whatever you think there would be. I did this purposely, you know, I like to pick out things that work. He got La, Tazah, and Ra, right?
Right, come.
Okay, so he knows those. But what's 1 through 7? It can be rough, I'm telling you. What you got?
Hey,
Who's that?
Sister Barra,
Mr. Barra?
she said,
What you got?
she said, one is God.
One God. Alright.
She said 2 question mark,
2 question mark.
3 question mark.
3 question mark.
She said 4 is Ba.
4 is who?
Ba.
4 is Ba. Okay.
5 is Da.
5 is Da.
6 is Na.
6 is Na. Na. Okay.
And 7 is question mark.
7. Okay.
Then 8 is La. 9 is Tazah.
8 is La. And 9 is Tazah.
Then 10 is Ya.
10 is who?
Ya.
Y'all? Okay. You got God, question mark, Ba, Da, Na. Question mark, La. Tazah, Ya. Okay? And Marcus, he just had 8, 9, and 10, La, Tazah, Ra, right? Alright. What time you got?
8:44.
Okay. We'll give you guys a few more saying you can amend your answers or whatever you got, or see if you can come up with some more. I understand.
He said his brain hurts.
Huh?
He said his brain hurts. Pause.
Hey, that's like this is the ooh-wee, man. It's like an abawa. He came up with that thing, man. Ooh-wee.
Yeah.
It is a brain teaser, man. It will make you think. But that's the whole point, man. That's the whole point. All right. We're gonna give you. We're gonna go ahead and give you the answers here. All right. Let me tell you. Shah, I want you to write up there Ga for number 1. I'll write them down. I mean, I'll tell you. Ga, Na. What's wrong with that G up there? Like 6'8". What's up with that, bro? Come on, what you got? Come on now. Don't get careless at the end of class. Ga, Na. Okay. Ka, Na, Za, Wa, Da, La. All right, Tazah and Ra. All right, stay up there for a second there. All right, y'all pay attention to this right here. The Ga, it's like a 7 that's turned to the right. Yes, go ahead.
Sister Laila, she said
Sister Yaila?
Yeah, Isla.
Okay, go ahead.
She said,
sis.
just to clarify, are these the Hebrew numbers?
They're not the Hebrew numbers, sis. I just put the numbers down in nomenclature in English so you can have an understanding of what goes with what. These are not the Hebrew numbers. These are just I'm giving you some characters, just like the alphabet. I had to put down 1 through 10 so you know what goes with what. That's all it's, Sister Yaila. If you want me to go over the numbers, I might have a little time for that, sis. From 1 through 10, I might. But we'll see how that works out, okay? Did she hear that through the chat, or did you type it down?
No, she is.
She can hear me, right?
Go.
Okay, yeah, God looks like a little 7 turned to the right. And the Na looks like a little long 7 turned to the left. But that is an ending connector. Go back to the Ga. The Ga means that is an ancient Ga. Maybe not as long, right? That's shorten it just a little. Yeah, maybe about like that. I kind of had a little longer. But it doesn't matter. Anything turned to the right looking like a 7 would be a Ga. And the Na looks like, that is an ending connector, ancient connector. That is a Na. Okay? Right. The Ka looks like just a regular 7 shortened just a little bit. It can be shortened just a little bit, just about like that. It is a Ka. It is an ending connector Ka. It's the first ending connector that we have on our chart. These are ending connected, and it is a Syrian. Okay, the Na up there, number 4, is an ancient. It is ancient, and it's Na. That's what an N looks like if it is ancient. An ancient regular N. Okay, but if you go back to the Na for the 2, number 2, that is the Assyrian ending connector Na. All right, number 5. That is a Za. That's a Za, because you can tell it looks like a T. All these things mean something. That little T, that T up to the top right there, that's floating down from top to bottom. And it's got it's the only character that does that. Looks like a T. That's a Za, okay? And the Wa is just a regular stick with a little stem floating off to the left. All these things mean something in Hebrew. But anyway, going back to the Za is actually Assyrian, right? Yeah, it's Assyrian. The Za is Assyrian, number 5. And going back to the Wa, number 6. Y'all pick up your notes and compare them. The Wa. The Wa is not a Na. It is a Wa, as Sister Bernard I think. The Wa, it looks like a little 7, only like somebody bent the top up to the left there, going up in the air. And that's what a Wa looks like in the Assyrian language, okay? And the Da looks just like that. Only thing difference is showing that little stem on the end there, on the Da right here. There's a little stem. You barely can pick it up, but I wrote it, but that's how it looks. And that will throw you off, but that's what a Da looks like. You have to get used to looking at that. That is the ancient Hebrew for Da. It's got a little stem up there. These are what the sounds look like. To differentiate Differentiate. There you go. Appreciate it, officer. And you get tongue-tied after a while here. But that's what a Da looks like. It has a little stem on the side. You got to recognize this. And of course, everybody recognizes the law. Okay? All right? Everybody recognizes the law. But that's it. You get to the Tazah, which course markers you have that. You have number 9 is a Tazah. And then you have the Ra. Of course, it looks just like the Ka man, looks like the Da man, looks like the Wa man. Only it's just a compact 7, and it looks wider than any of the other ones. Okay, and it can be shortened just a little bit. Not there, but on the others right there, yeah. Matter of fact, make that length back a little bit longer. It's meant to be longer right there and curled up. Make it thick, yeah. It's meant to look like that. It's meant to look like that. Go ahead and curl it up, finish it in the curl there. Make so people won't get, yeah, there you go. There you go. Well, sort of like that. It's meant to look just like that because it's compact and looks like a 7. If you notice the number 3 and number 10, they sort of look alike, but one's compact and one's skinnier. You know, you gotta make a big difference in number 7 right here. Well, number 7 and number 3 sort of look alike, but one's got a stem there. So you gotta notice the difference. Okay, Sister Bana had number 1, she had Ga. That's correct. And she had number 2 question mark. I don't know, I give up. But that is a Na, sis. That's an ending connector Na. You gotta know these ending connectors also. Number 3, she said, oh, I'll give up. And that is a Ka. It's also an ending connector. There are 5 ending connectors, and you have to know that. You had some in the chat, I didn't know. Okay. And a Ba, number 4. You said it was a Ba, but actually, the Ba, put down both Bas up there, Aisha. Put the Ba down for the Assyrian and put the Ba down for the, and so show the sis number 4 what that looks like. That's a Ba for the Assyrian, and go ahead and put the ancient down. Sis, that's what the Ba, yeah, put Ba down for both. There you go. Right. Very good, officer. Appreciate that. But that's what the Bas look like. They don't look like the Na up there, number 4. They look just like that. The Ba, it almost look, if anything, a lot of people get the Ba and the Ra confused because they don't look down at the bottom there to see that. That straight line on the bottom. All these things have their own differences, man, to differentiate. There you go. Got it. And then the Ba, of course, looks like some sort of R. It looks almost like a Ra, but only it's not. They can be mistaken to look just like the Ra, but one has a stem on there. Matter of fact, write the Ra down there in a ancient right there, right below there. A Ra. See how they look? Yeah. And put Ba. Put what they are. Yeah, that's Ba. Yeah, all of them. Just put what they are. And then that's Ra. You see how they look? See how the two Ra's, the Ba and the Ra look just alike, man. Just one has a stem, the other one doesn't. So that's why, and really, if you really want to do it right, you have to put a little curl down there like this. Sort of like that, right? That's what the chart, yeah, that's what the chart gets, that little curl there. The Ba, trying to get the officer to draw them exactly how they look, but he wants to add in everything else on there, right? We'll get him there. And but that's what they look like. I mean, you know, and then of course what you have, 7, she say, I don't know, but that is a Da. And that Da, show him that stem there, Aisha. That stem, that's what he has right there. Let's put a circle around. That little stem right there means all the difference in the world to what that letter is. Yeah, you can go ahead and erase that circle there. Yeah, we want to leave them with what it actually looks like every time, you know. Illustrations is fine, but always leave it. That little stem there represents, this stem here represents, oh man, I know that's a D. And that's how I learned these. You know, so you can recognize them, so Sister Bana, that's what that is. Number 8, the La, kind of self-explanatory, look like an L, right? The Tazah, if you look at it, it's Ta and then a Z, Ta-Za, just like that. And you had 10 for Ya. No, the Ya 10, that's a Ra. Show them what a Ya looks like. Down right underneath there. Both of them for that matter. Put a Ya. Put it down to the bottom there so it won't get confused. Sorry, it's lucky for you have to. That's the ancient, and put it, yeah. There you go. And the
like your specific way.
yeah, sort of like that. Sort of like that. And that's the Assyrian. And that's the Ya. I hope you can see that. Now, let me see what you got there. Turn it back to the. can see that. The Yah. The Yah looks like a Z, sis, and not the Ra. Ra sort of explanatory. It looks like a backwards R. But the Yah in ancient looks like that, and of course the Yah in Assyrian looks like a little bird flying in the air, really. That's about the smallest symbol that we have. And those are the symbols right there. You get past the three that we've written down, the first one, the second version, we have something that looks like a double sticks, Ka, Stas, and what else? Ka and Ha's. And then you got the Shah, like W's. And then you get all the old looking ones, the I and the Ta's and the Quas, and you get looking at those. And then you get these, all the stick ones that look like sevens. Once you get those differentiated, and then you'll understand what we have. True.
It's 8:57.
Okay, good. And of course, take me back. Any more chats?
Marcus said, he figured out what it is. He said his handwriting jacked up. He said on the alphabet. He said he not blessed with good handwriting like Officer Shah.
Shaw has good handwriting. That's why I have him up here. He's legible. That's the point. Clap it up for class. Go take me back to the class. Very, very good. And that's what we have. That's all we have for tonight. But I just want you guys to see. Next week we have some more important, exciting things. We're gonna get a little bit more difficult, but at the same time we're gonna have it more plain. We'll mix them together, and that's how we teach class. That's how we rock it up here in Isupk. That's how in South Carolina, man. You know, we're glad to have brothers and sisters in class. Sister Yala, Sister Bana, and Brother Marcus and Radazak and others that's joined the class. We appreciate that, and I'm sure there's others watching. But as we learn to read the Syrian, we learn to read the ancient, we learn to understand the connectors, we learn to understand the ending characters, we learn all about the sounds and how they sound, because that's what these are. These sounds make a character. The character makes a sound. Just like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you have Abagada Hawazaka Tayakala Manasa Ipataza Kwarashata. Okay? Did I say that fast? I put it, yeah. Said it. Abagada Hawazaka Tayakala Manasa Ipataza Kwarashata. Right. You said just like you say A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Same thing. Once you learn that and get it part, you have it in your mind. Next thing you know, you're reading the Syrian just that fast. Let's clap it up for class, man. Well, we're going to turn the class over to Aisha Yala.
That wonderful priest and officer hand. Still last one for Dr. class. ISUPK security announcement. We are the ISUPK, start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Root for a brother and sister. When a new brother or sister come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has a interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which a brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means tenth in Hebrew, Maestro. 10% of every penny or increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upholy convocation. Feast of unleavened bread, 15th day of the first month for 7 days. Saturday, April 16th until Saturday, April 23rd, 2022. Sundown. Exodus 12:17-20. Leviticus 23:6-8. Reminder to Akim and Akwab to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, start wearing all black. Boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. Men of Israel, Madim Shabbat, Madim, Barak, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. One courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Madim Shabbat, Madim, Barak, Yahweh Shema Shem Yahshua, Yamata, Sar, Dismissed.